allow me on behalf of Capital Finance Center and Capital Finance and Business Academy to welcome all of you for this event. It's the launch of the competency framework project, and I would like to really give the floor and welcome Taddreb-Part Shibi to give his speech to start and to launch this event. Please.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure and honor to be addressing this distinguished audience. I'm here today to take the advantage of your presence to launch a very important event, which I think is a landmark for financial services sector. We have branded this event as the Taddreb program, which should remain with us for a very long time. Again, your presence here is a reflection of a very strong commitment from your side to the program, and I would believe that you all believe that training is a competitive and strategic necessity for our organizations. Of course, maybe there are people and managers outside this room have different view of training, and maybe they think training is electric. But and they might ask the question as well. We hear statements from time to time as to what if we train our employees and they leave? Maybe the response is, what if we don't train them and they stay? I think it's a question that has to be really addressed in the context of the increased risk profile in the business environment. I also believe that in today's business landscape, training is not for the purpose of survival. It is what differentiates and separates high-performing organizations from those that are being prepared to be fitted for barrier suit. Training, the organization that build the knowledge and skills in the individuals, it's not for the benefit of the individuals only, but also the broader benefit of the organization. And we have seen reports and statistics, always we can read this, in which we can see the improvement of, for example, the recruitment level in the organization, the improvement of the retentions, better outputs in those organizations, as well as improvement in the risk management environment in those organizations. So I think the training fits hand in glove with companies' strategic plan. If we have to think about a situation where we have a good goal setting in an organization and stretched towards a higher level of performance, it is near to impossible to see that the organization is achieving the objectives without really upscaling the skills of the workforce within the organization. In Qatar, for example, maybe in the last decade or so, or 2 decades. We have been focusing on helping the government to achieve its ambitious growth strategy, primarily relying on the monetization of the hydrocarbon resources. So we have been importing lots of knowledge and skills into Qatar. The situation at that time, in terms of the level of government support, has been very high. There has been a lot of protection by the government. There has been a lot of subsidies by the government as well. But I think I can describe this era as the low-hanging fruit era. I think now we are moving into a stage where we are trying to capture the value from the difficult part of the value chain of our economy, which means we need a different set of skills. The other issue is, again, competition. Whether we like it or not, the local economy, the local firms are going to be faced with competition. The other thing is the local capacity is not as big as used to be in the past. At the same time, the capital base of the firms are expanding massively. Competition is increasing. The opportunities for growth for those firms are basically cross-border. But that by itself has an inherent risk, either from legal perspective, commercial, financing, and investments. That will take institutions far in upgrading their risk tools. And they have no choice but to go for the right employments, skilled resources, experienced resources in order to manage strategic risk and also the implementation of the same. Of course, the financial services sector are the sector that's attracting the highest level of the skills, especially in the banking and asset management. We have seen in the last, decade, especially after the 2008 and 2009 crisis and the ramification of which is still continuing, and maybe will continue in the foreseeable future. We have seen crises at different levels, credit, debt crisis, and also we have seen scandals at corporate levels and the global arena, which has led to tightening the legislations in the global arena. Of course, those are the challenges that we see going forward for our firms here in Qatar, which we think this program will go far in creating the right and necessary infrastructure and training framework that will give the comfort also for the players, the financial sector, and different business sectors within Qatar. And those who are looking for growth opportunities in Qatar, we are, as QFCA, looking into, again, reinforcing our position as one of the lead financial sector. One of the key success factors for us to achieve this objective is that we need to increase the breadth and the depth of the industry itself. And this cannot be achieved if we cannot convince others that we have a proper training infrastructure in Qatar. Because human capital is we have to think about other important success factors. I think the most is a human capital. So that's why I think this program is really coming in the right time. And sometimes we say it's late, but it's never too late. I think we have the right leadership. Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Hur is bringing a massive experience in the education and training arena. We have been honored to appoint him as a CEO of QFBA, and we have no doubt that with his leadership, support of QFCA and the Financial Market Development Committee, in which he frequently presents his views and his plans to FMGC, and he gets a lot of support at that front. I don't want to go into the details of the program because I will leave it to Dr. Abdulaziz to go through this, but the message is we would like really to see your commitment. This is, after all, our initiative. We are putting the resources behind it. I think we are expecting that you put some resources behind it, but it will pay off. It's a win-win at the end of the day. So please take it seriously. This is, in my opinion, an opportunity to make a step change in the way we run business in Qatar. So I will encourage you to look into this program, review it. Dr. Abdulaziz and his team are always available to engage with you. We have so many ideas actually on our minds, and even yesterday we had our QCA board meeting. Training, education is a top priority for us, and we see QFMA as well. QCB are taking this subject very seriously. Contract was signed between QFCA and QFMA in this regard, and you will see things moving very quickly. So that's why I say you adopt to the proactive model rather than responsive model, which could prove to be too late, that you don't move fast and make sure that you have the right defensive measurement in place by adopting to the best quality training to your staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this inspiring speech. I really agree with you that this project with your support, with the industry support, would make a difference in the whole industry. It gives me now a great pleasure to give the floor to Yusuf Al-Jada, the Chief Strategic Development Officer, to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Dr. Rahman. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to probably touch upon the importance of the competency and training regime in the financial industry. And I want to start by introducing myself. My name is Yusuf Al-Jada, and I'm the Chief Strategic Development Officer in Qatar Financial Center Authority, and I am also the Secretary to the Financial Market Development Committee. This idea actually was born within the Financial Market Development Committee, which is chaired by His Excellency the Minister of Finance and Economy. And this specific initiative, among other initiatives, actually this initiative was led by Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Hur, who's put in a lot of effort to make this a reality. Just to touch upon the objectives of the FMDC, maybe a lot of you hear about the FMDC, but nobody knows actually what the objectives of the FMDC is. So the FMDC was set up to actually set policies and strategies governing the state's capital market, develop and design plans and programs to develop the financial market in Qatar, to also coordinate between different government authorities